Hello everyone, and now welcome to a game between Michael versus Evasion is as good as armor, but also can dodge orb effects and bash. Yes. Yes, that is true. Evasion is just as good as armor. Proccing effects, that is a little bit different. Something I did not consider, but in most instances, evasion and armor is set up in a way where they are comparable. And I will leave it at that here. Meanwhile, okay, spamming of waypoints. Michael trying to, Michael spawning as the red undead player here. What I'll call the 4 o'clock position, off over here. He did choose random, so Hawk does not know he's going up against undead right now. Meanwhile, Hawk has spawned as the blue human player. Human versus undead in this 1v1 matchup. Evasion also get more value the more health you have, just like armor. Yeah, effective hit points. Yeah, that's why I say 6% more effective hit points. So the more hit points you have, 6% of more is more. Anyways, let's go ahead and break things down. Archmage going to be coming in from Hawk. Meanwhile, we are looking at a Crypt Lord coming in from Michael. All right. All right, Crypt Lord coming in from Michael. We are looking at Tomb of Relics, Ziggurat coming into play. Ziggurat right down across here. And, well, is the Death Knight going to be able to easily scout out his opponent's location? Acolyte making its rounds out, going to be able to find his opponent here in just a moment, as we are looking at the Archmage about to make its, presence known out on the battlefield. Archmage, going to be able to easily clear out this giant sea turtle creep camp, but I believe the Death Knight may have some choice words to say. Nope, going after the Ogre Warrior creep camp off on the other side, and it is not a Death Knight. It is going to be that Crypt Lord I mentioned earlier. Just forgot. As the Ogre Warrior, we'll see if this creep camp will fall in time. Now, we saw Mango in the previous game doing some interesting, questionable moves with that Crypt Lord. Crypt Lord didn't really have all of the beetles out onto the field. Instead, was trying to use Impale much more effectively, and we didn't see it used all that much. Meanwhile, a lone footman going after a ghoul here. Ghoul down to 72 hit points, and that Nerubian Tower should be able to come online in just a moment. That ghoul heading back off to the north. Is it going to be able to just run away? Yes, it will. Back on the other side, Archmage already sitting at level 2, picks up Ring of Protection +3, and also that Slippers of Agility. So at this point, because all of the Rings of Protection, those drops were actually increased, Ring of Protection +3 is on the different drop table than a Talisman of Evasion, even though the effective hit points on each of those items are about the same. All right, Footman, does he actually get surrounded? No, he doesn't. Low hit point Ghoul down to 75 hit points. Is it going to get taken down? Water Elemental quickly taken down right there as the Archmage shows up to try and push back again. Crypt Lord being played the way it was intended to be played by the designers, using those beetles to be able to swarm and create a very large army. All right, Archmage does have, gets impaled. This could be bad news for the Archmage. Surrounds himself with a bunch of footmen as the beetles are trying to get into position. The Crypt Lord purposely tried to summon beetles in a way where they would actually get a good surround on a couple of units, and it looks like it almost worked as the Archmage turned around and ran into beetles. Great use of just laying a trap right there. If that was the intended purpose, that looked very strong. Coming back down, being able to summon units behind your opponent. There's a quick impale once more. Are we going to see us around? No, we do not. One footman standing alongside that Archmage, making sure that Archmage has a very nice way out. There goes another impale. However, this footman going to end up getting surrounded as it gets taken down. Well, there it goes, as the Crypt Lord is also taking far too much damage. Has to be very careful at this point, and now looking to back away again. All right, Water Elemental now surrounded here. Going to get a little bit of additional experience as the Crypt Lord is just trying to stay within range. Was that a deny? I believe it was. Beautifully done by Hawk right there, denying that last bit of experience. Okay. All right. Coming back down here, Crypt Lord sitting at level 2, teching to tier 2, and the Necropolis. We'll see what the second heroes are going to be. Meanwhile, Archmage of Hawk looking to clear out the remainder of this Goblin Merchant shop. Good old days when you would purposely pull the Ogre Magi out from this alcove so that you have access and better positioning on the ward that this Ogre Magi places down here. This is going to turn into a little bit of a hero level advantage at this stage, as we are now transitioning into a Rifleman for Hawk. Hawk getting up those riflemen. We are looking at the wide army attempting to clear out a relatively difficult creep camp as Blight is placed down for additional health. Acolyte also summoning up a haunted gold mine here, and well, this is going to be key. The Crypt Lord does have the ritual dagger in order to heal up some of these units. That is a lot of units just trying to surround here, as a Necropolis is going to be coming into position. I don't know why some of those beetles are backing away. Robe of Magi now dropped. The Crypt Lord, well, putting on robes, making him smarter, as we see that dark ritual used right there to heal up more units. Archmage was hindered from creeping so far. Usually it favored undead when enemy heroes couldn't level up fast. That is true. But I knew that was the case when it was Death Knight into Lich. I don't know if that is the case when it is Crypt Lord first. Crypt Lord is a much more aggressive hero in terms of creeping as well. The Crypt Lord wants to creep out early, be able to get to those level 2 beetles, which are then that much stronger, and then just try to pile it up that way. A lone Death Knight was not very effective at creeping, and therefore sacrificed early hero levels to really make it up later. Mountain King now out onto the field. Stormbolt could catch a couple of ghouls off guard, and that's exactly what you don't want to see as an undead player. The Mountain King with those Stormbolts able to pick off a ghoul as well. We now are looking at Michael caught in a very tough situation. He is caught in a position where reinforcements will have to travel through the human army, as the Necropolis is right here. Well, there goes a Stormbolt onto the Crypt Lord. Crypt Lord is going to be able to engage. Yes, it is going to try and engage Water Elemental, unable to chase that ghoul, as we see Blight now being brought back out onto the field. All right, couple of ghouls are getting taken down. Too much chasing onto that Archmage, and you do not want to be seeing that, as the Water or the ghoul could get taken down. One more shot right there, as that ghoul was at 1 hit point and will end up surviving. And see, this is a little bit of just too much chasing once again. If you are constantly just chasing your opponent's unit, well, your opponent can just run with said unit and actually get a little bit ahead as well. Are we going to perhaps see the priest try to heal up that low hit point unit, as we are now looking at an engagement here? All right, Death Knight is now out onto the field. Rifleman coming back across. Mountain King low on mana. Archmage is level 3 with level 2 water elementals, limiting the amount of mana right there. All right, Rifleman down or up to 97 hit points, as it was able to re-engage here. Now we're going to see a little bit of healing, as you see those beetles are still going after that Rifleman. Well, going to end up staying alive with no problem. A quick burrow on one of those beetles, as a little bit more experience given to the Mountain King and Archmage. All right, coming back down, Death Knight sitting at level 1 needs to back away. He has Death Coil. He has the ability to heal other units, but he's the one actually tanking all of that damage. That is not what you want to be seeing. There goes a Death Coil, saving up a low hit point ghoul, as that ghoul is taking damage from that giant sea turtle off to the side. All right, Gargantuan Sea Turtle about to get taken down. You can see the Ritual Dagger giving a bit of regeneration to that Death Knight. Death Knight, well, there goes that last giant sea turtle once more. Death Knight gonna get to, nope, does not get to level 2. Crypt Lord does not get to level 4, but that next major battle will be a doozy. Undead does have an expansion that is currently, a fairly well protected. Humans still sitting up on one base, and that is going to be scary, as the undead tier 2 units are rather strong and will eventually tech to tier 3. We still don't see a slaughterhouse though. Nope, slaughterhouse being built at the expansion instead, as we are looking at a level 4, level 2, level 4, level 2 coming in from the undead army, level 4, level 2, almost getting closer to level 3 for that Mountain King. Archmage, the fact that they made it easier for undead to expand, that is a good thing. I like undead having those options, but in the same way, the other races that humans, the human ability to expand was one of its strengths. Shoring up another race's weakness also reduces the strength of human a little bit, as it is the disparity between one's race ability to expand versus another that really determines if it is an advantage or a disadvantage. With that said, human lost a little bit of their advantage in that matchup, since undead can expand just as easily as well. All right. And speaking of fast expansions, Hawk able to set up a quick town hall here, and being able to set up a scout tower as well. That town hall should be fairly well protected. However, it is in the middle of the map and is very much exposed. Mountain King wants to get to level 3. He's going to try and clear out this Ogre Lord creep camp, but will he be able to clear it in time and then protect his precious expansion while getting to level 3? Level 3 is going to be incredibly important. Mountain King does get to level 3. He is going to go for level 2 Stormbolt. Scroll of Town Portal coming down in. A couple of disenchants right there, finishing off all of those beetles and stopping them in their tracks. We are looking at Tier 2, no sign of a tech to Tier 3. It is a single Arcane Sanctum with barracks training up rifle casters as the riflemen getting ready to move on out. Coming back, I always thought that undead had an advantage going up against human. I liked going up against orc as a human player. Slow was always very effective, and you know, seeing your opponent having to go spirit walkers, allowed you to go spellbreakers, take a little bit of that spirit link as well. Yeah, orc and night elf games I found to be about the same difficulty, but undead I always had problems, and now that undead has the ability to fast expand, I find it even more difficult to take them on. Anyways, gonna go ahead and try and engage here. Arcane Tower trying to remove mana from that Crypt Lord, doing so right now as that Arcane Tower gonna quickly get taken out. Meanwhile, Rifleman showing up to the party, and Rifle Caster trying to finish off the Tomb of Relics here. Which army is actually gonna be able to take down buildings faster? And surprisingly, the Carrion Beetles with their normal attack probably gonna be doing a significant amount of damage here. Meanwhile, Ghouls are transitioning over here to the natural expansion as we are looking at a quick Impale, picking up all of those units once more. There goes a Sorceress. A lot of damage being added through. We really should be trying to focus down onto some of those other priests as well, as a Crypt Fiend is lost. Mountain King trying to give chase. However, the remaining units not able to catch up. Are we going to see a Stormbolt here? There goes a Stormbolt. Burrow on that Crypt Fiend. Death Coil keeps it alive as that Crypt Fiend sticks its head in the sand saying, "You can't catch me." All right, there goes one Carrion Beetle. No reveal on that burrowed Crypt Fiend. However, the Crypt Lord could be in a little bit of trouble. That is a lot of mana on that Crypt Lord. 450 mana. Will be able to just constantly get in those level 2 Impales, and if he lines them up very well, that does cause some problems. All right, you can see him. He's trying to line it up. There you go. There's a crazy lineup, stunning down so many of those units, and there goes another priest as well. What Scroll of the Beast, giving a major damage bonus to all of those riflemen as they try and fight. There goes another Impale again. And, well, are we perhaps going to see a Potion of Mana be used after the Robe of Magi and Mantle of Intelligence are dropped for even more mana again? Obsidian Statues providing plenty of mana. The Crypt Lord doing a great impersonation constantly of the Tauren Chieftain, constantly just stunning his other units as those units are just constantly lined up time and time again. All right, Crypt Lord gonna go after that. Mountain King. Mountain King, is it gonna get impaled? Yes, it is. Is it gonna get Frost Nova next? Once it is free, they're gonna go Stormbolt onto the Crypt Lord. Death Knight gets a Death Coil. Are we gonna see a Frost Nova? Where is no Frost Nova? Instead, Potion of Lesser Invulnerability to try and stay alive. How come that Lich is not, focusing down? Stormbolt now onto the Abomination instead, as the Death Knight needs a little bit more mana as well. There goes the Abomination, and Michael with the two bases, unable to handle Hawk's 2-base play as well. All right, Burrow, Crypt Fiend now scouting out. I think I actually saw the Burrow. I think I saw the burrowed Crypt Fiend actually take the damage still. But it ended up, because it was already stuck its head in the sand, was not exposed, and did not end up taking any additional damage, as the Death Coil did end up saving it. Giant Sea Turtle and, 2 Giant Sea Turtles will get cleared up here. Archmage almost at level 5. We'll see if it's level 3 Water Elementals or level 3 Brilliance Aura, as the Mountain King does want plenty of mana alongside all of those priests. We are upgrading the castle right now. Workshops are getting added in as well. Mortar teams or perhaps tanks going to be useful. Also, we could be looking at destroyers coming in to join in on the fight too. level 4 on that Crypt Lord, level 3 on that Death Knight, level 1 should be almost, level 1 on that Lich. Not going to get to level 2 as there are 2 other heroes taking up a lot of that experience as well. All right, Lich still sitting at level 1 after all this time. As we're looking at, well, a fairly well-established expansion off over here. An additional guard tower could be useful as the Mountain King sitting at level 4, looking to clear up this gargantuan sea turtle creep camp. And what item is it going to pick up? It's going to pick up a Medallion of Courage. All right, Medallion of Courage, strength and intelligence, both things you want from your Mountain King, being able to land, throw more storm bolts, and take more damage in that front line location. All right, going after some relatively easy creep camps right here. Level 4 on the Crypt Lord, level 3 on the Death Knight, level 2 on the Lich. Are we going to perhaps be looking at an Impale Frost Nova? That is a very narrow walkway, and lining up for an Impale could be extremely dangerous. Meanwhile, well, it looks like a Beetle is not gonna be able to finish off any Peasant. It looked like it could have done so, but does not have enough hit points. So that little bit of a hit point nerf on those Beetles, enough to stop the constant harassment, even with a single Arcane Tower. All right, Lich with a crazy amount of mana. What is that? 540 mana at level 2. There's a Frost Nova, and though that just may be coming pretty quickly. Knight, there goes Impale to try and save that Death Knight from a lot of damage once more, as the Lich can still throw down Frost Novas and then pretty much slow down the opposing units constantly. There's an Impale. Are we going to see a Frost Nova? There's a Frost Nova. Death Knight could have gotten a Death Coil, but no, there's a Potion of Lesser Invulnerability instead. Crypt Lord could be in trouble. Does have a Potion of Lesser Invulnerability up for himself. Is he going to use it? Paladin is on the field trying to Holy Light the Mountain King. Mountain King is currently all right, as we see another Holy Light right there. Death Coil onto the Crypt Lord. Crypt Lord gets up to level 5. Lich, is it going to give a departing Frost Nova? No, it does not, as the Lich stays at level 6, allowing the Archmage, Paladin, and Mountain King to do a little bit of creeping. Archmage will get to level 5 right here. Now backing away purposely. Paladin wants to get in a little bit more experience. Troll Warlord falling, giving Devotion Aura, and we'll see if that prevents the Paladin from or getting Devotion Aura, or instead if it wants Divine Shield. Level 5, level 3, level 2, going up against level 5, level 4, level 1. A Paladin very close to level 2, but the Lich is also very close to level 3, picking up another Mantle of Intelligence with, what is this, 630 mana and 675 hit points. The Lich, with so much mana right now, those Frost Novas could absolutely be devastating. All right, that Lich, how much damage is it doing? Plus 21 damage as well. So the auto attack on that Lich is also very scary, dealing almost 50 damage per attack. Death Knight now on the move here. We're looking at, well, Arcane Tower going to get in a little bit of damage. Are we going to see, well, in comes the Destroyers. Fast damage onto that Arcane Tower. Beetle's now out in play, going to be able to finish off more of those units, and now pushing through. Level 4 now on that Death Knight as well. As we're looking at more pressure still coming in, burrowing those Beetles in position. However, are they revealed? Yes, the Flied Machines easily revealing their location, but these narrow battles making all of this range damage very important, as the Abominations are just trying to line up in position. There goes a major Impale. Crypt Lord still, well, on cooldown on that Impale, has about another 2 seconds, could get another major Impale right there. That looked like a perfect time to Impale. Not quite sure why it did not, as we see more webs go down. All right, more damage coming back across again. More damage coming through. Are we going to see another Impale? No, we are not still, as the Lich could still be getting in some more Frost Novas. There goes an Impale. There goes the Mountain King. Mountain King getting blasted down, while the Paladin was also impaled as well, as the units are trying to fight their way through. 55 supply compared to 72. Michael has a much larger army. Destroyers are getting shot down, as we see another major Impale go down. Are we going to see a Frost Nova finishing off more units? There goes a Frost Nova, slowing things down quite a bit. Death Coil saving up an Abomination, as the Lich now still with 400 mana, plenty to go. There is the Impale. Are we going to see a major Frost Nova go down? Yes, we are, and keeping the Impales and the Frost Novas alive. Impales stunning the units, and then the Frost Nova follow up after the stun is done to, well, slow down all of the subsequent attacks. Abomination, there goes a double Frost Nova kill, and Michael with the early expansion and then great use of Frost Nova Impale being able to shut down all of those casters. Big plays indeed. Once again, as I said in my first game that I cast today, hero nuking abilities that have AoE effects are very effective at taking down wide armies. Normally, you saw how effective it was taking down the riflemen, the sorceresses, and the priests. The natural magic immunity of dryads and the natural magic resistance of archers makes it so that, well, Night Elf can actually go wide with their ranged units like that and not have to worry nearly as much. Anyways, that was a different game. Hawk did a good job trying to fight back, but Michael setting up that expansion first and in peace, able to build up a large enough of an army lead, translate that into a hero level advantage as well. And well, that was just simply too much. Lich at level 3 was able to blast down enough Frost Novas, especially since the Lich had over 600 mana. Couple that with an Obsidian statue, and if your Lich ever goes down to 0 mana, well, that's normally because you cast Frost Nova so much that you ended up just blasting and taking down all their units. Something that is often ignored is that the Frost Nova also is a little bit of damage reduction because it slows the attack speed of the opposing units. With that, with already the slower attack speed of riflemen, well, those riflemen just didn't stand a chance. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. Hope you guys enjoyed it.